We're gonna rank the best Star Wars pilots from Grand Master to Youngling, or Youngling to Grand Master.
This is where the fun begins.
Like,
Anakin fucking Skywalker, what can you say?
I mean, Anakin Skywalker, dude, he's fucking chosen one, man. I think Anakin Skywalker goes top of the bar, and I think that's the end of story. I think.
From the get-go in episode 1, he was said to be a great pilot. Like he was the only human to ever do a pod race. Like,
Which I feel like was some 9-year-old bullshit. Like, come on, there's not a single other human being who could pod race. Maybe on fucking Tatooine in the Boonta Eve, dummy. Like, there's like 1,000 planets in the fucking Outer Rim. Like, alone, Jesus. When Obi-Wan's like, he was the best star pilot in the galaxy. Quoted Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like, he literally said it. Like, he didn't have to say that. He could have said he was a pretty good star pilot. Yeah. But nah, he was the best star pilot in the galaxy. Let's talk about Poe Dameron.
Oh no.
Because I think Poe Dameron is so interesting. He's the best pilot in the Resistance, but like is he as good as Anakin Skywalker? What a hard thing to compare.
I don't think you can say that he is. I mean, he's a great pilot. I mean, can you
see, it's hard, man.
Yeah, man, because you see that scene in The Force Awakens where he just demolishes the entire fleet of
never see Anakin do anything like that. Never see anything. You know, so
no.
He destroyed Starkiller Base.
Sure, yeah, he did.
So I mean,
single-handedly. I kind of think we got to put him up with Anakin. I mean,
he's a good pilot, dude.
For someone who is not the chosen one and doesn't have the Force, he's done an awful lot of shit that would consider to be great even for someone who does have the Force.
I think Poe goes up right next to Anakin.
I think you're right.
I think he does. Let's talk about Biggs. Let's talk about Biggs.
You know, he's a good friend. He's a good friend of Luke's.
He can bullseye a mean womp rat, dude. I had to put Biggs on here just to be just to lower the bar.
Just to have some range.
Just exactly. I think we just put him in the Youngling, especially just not necessarily meaning he's a bad pilot, just compared to these other pilots.
Yeah.
Kind of trash.
I think he stands above as far as personality goes. Great person. But,
great mustache. Lando Calrissian, previous owner of the Millennium Falcon. Like, he's got to be a worse pilot than Han, right? Like, he kind of has to be.
Well, like, my thing is like you know him to be the owner of Millennium Falcon, but it's always sort of him just talking about it. Like, you see a little bit in Rise of Skywalker that he can fly his ship.
Mm-hmm.
But, he didn't do the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs.
He didn't. He didn't. He had the same ship, but he didn't do it. So
yeah, no. He would always he'd be like, look at my ship. Isn't it beautiful?
Look at all my capes, Like,
yeah.
It's a lot of capes.
The Millennium Falcon never looked better when it was under Lando's care. That's what we should say.
He's more of a ship detailer than a pilot.
Exactly. So where do we put Lando? Maybe down, maybe just above. But he also partially destroyed the second Death Star. Like, he was in that run.
I think you got to give a lot of credit to Nien Nunb, though.
Well, it was actually Wedge who destroyed it.
Yeah.
Wedge got the credit, but Lando and Nien Nunb were there.
What was he actually doing? Like, was he flying them?
Running interference, dude. He was running interference. He was distracting the TIE pilots.
I'd be okay if he was in the Jedi Knight category.
All right, let's throw Lando in the Jedi Knight category.
Yeah, I think that's where he deserves to be.
All right.
He's more talk than game.
Yeah, for sure. He's all talk, dude. Smooth talk.
He's just a swindler, man. He can say.
All right, let's do Kylo Ren and even out this thing. Let's get our one dark side guy up here.
Yep.
Kylo Ren's a good pilot, but we never seen him do anything.
Couldn't pull the trigger on his mom. I don't blame him. Yeah, he is.
He's got the blood of two of the best pilots in the galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to be good.
But
is it a sin to throw him below Lando? But like,
is Leia a good pilot? She's a Skywalker too.
No, we've never seen Leia fly anything.
I don't think he would be as bad as Biggs because he's still alive.
He is still alive. Well, he's not, but he didn't die.
Yeah,
because
he died by other means.
He died by dumber. He would have been better if he had died in a cockpit.
Yeah.
Dude, I think he's just average. I think we just gotta accept that Kylo Ren's kind of an average flyer.
Kind of is.
Kind of a Sunday flyer.
You know, he just goes out when he feels like it. Doesn't seem like he. I mean, yeah. And in Rise of Skywalker, trying to kill Rey, he flew at ground level, and then got fucked.
He did get fucked. He got so fucked.
Yeah. So.
He did.
Yeah. So he's either. I think he should go next to Lando, just because I don't think he's Padawan level.
Hera's known for being this is where it gets interesting. Hera is known for being a pilot. Hera
Okay, so
flew
there
in the
you
Battle
go.
of Endor. She
Yep.
flew over Scarif. She flew over Exegol. Probably countless other battles. She's a general.
Doesn't have the blinding skill that Poe or Anakin has. I don't think.
She doesn't, but like she's definitely solid. Like
She's reliable, that's for sure.
I think
Yeah.
at the very minimum we got to throw her up in Jedi Master. I think minimum.
I agree. I just
Hera's
don't
a great
think
pilot.
she has enough to be considered grand.
She doesn't have the skill, but she's got the skill, but she doesn't like blindingly show it. You know, it's just kind of like
she doesn't have the sort of attention to detail that Anakin and Poe have with their flying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think I get you. I think
Yeah.
that's solid. Hey, Hera, good for you. Fucking glass ceilings, dude. Break those fucking
Hell yeah.
barriers. Like Rey is like I think Rey is gonna be the one of the tougher ones to place because she flies the Millennium Falcon with presumably no training.
Yes.
She flies Luke's X-wing with presumably no X-wing training, but
Yeah.
so does Luke. Luke flew an X-wing without training, so I think that's why you gotta say flying in Star Wars is just like driving a car. Like they're all pretty similar. I think we gotta base it off of that, and like
Got very good all-around viability when it comes to ships. I think.
For sure. I mean, she definitely. I think she's done more cool on-screen stuff than Kylo Ren did. But literally, the only thing I can really think of was that one move where she like fucking flips the Falcon upside down in The Force Awakens,
cool.
which is a cool move. Good pilot,
Yeah.
no question. But is she like is she better than a Hera Syndulla? No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
Is she better than a Kylo Ren or a Lando Calrissian?
I think so.
So you think she belongs in the same category?
I think she's Jedi Knight as far as.
I think she's better.
Pilot.
What we see from her is better than what we see from Kylo, but only by like a little bit. So I feel like just throwing her in there with him next to him makes a bit of sense. Luke Skywalker,
Luke, goddamn.
the hero of the rebellion.
Killer.
He destroyed the Death Star in his first time piloting an X-wing. Can you handle a ship of this size? Luke's the best bush pilot there is, says Biggs Darklighter. Yeah, he can fucking pilot this bitch.
What a great comrade he is. Sorry.
Sorry he
Just
died.
love that.
Yeah, I think Luke Skywalker's a Grand Master, man.
I don't know.
Oh, dude, don't do that to me. We've been agreeing on everything.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. You never really see the kind of skill that Poe and Anakin have. And for ranking them on being pilots, yeah, he's sure he's good. But like, to blow up the Death Star, he used the Force, which is kind of cheating, in my opinion. And like, he had someone else helping him. Like Ben was like, "Do this," and he's like, "Oh, okay."
I guess,
then-
but like, really? I can't. I don't know, dude. I don't know, man.
He couldn't even lift his ship out of the water.
That has nothing to do with flying! Has nothing to do with flying at all! Oh, dude, don't do this to me,
No.
man.
I don't know, man. Though, like, you know what I mean? Like, you see Poe and Anakin do all these crazy things, and sure, Luke's a good pilot. You can bullseye womp rats with T-16, but I don't know. Is he a Grand Master?
I mean, I think so, but
I think somebody had to bring up the question.
I mean, I think so, but what?
Why do you think so? Like, Poe
He's
blew up
never-
Starkiller Base, which is 10 times as big as the Death Star.
This was the Death Star. And this is Starkiller Base.
Without the Force.
Poe blew up the Death Star, but he had been a pilot for how many years, right? Like Luke blew it up at the age of 19. Like how old was Poe? Probably like what, 30? I'm pretty sure he was like 30. So he's been flying for probably at least a decade, like as a pilot. Whereas Luke, you know, is a is like an amateur pilot, if you want. Like, he could compete in the Olympics for X-Wing piloting, technically. Then he steps into this X-Wing, and he's the one who blows up the Death Stars. With Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker, hot on his heels, dude.
True.
Best pilot. We got Anakin Skywalker in Grand Master chasing this motherfucker down. He couldn't take him down.
If he didn't have Han come in, he would have been toasty pants.
He would have been toasty pants. If anything, this is making me want to move Poe down because he had a much easier time destroying Starkillers. Well, then fuck you. Let me put Luke up.
I'm okay if he's in the Grandmaster because he's definitely done some crazy things as a pilot.
Got some deeds, man. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's got the resume.
Resume. I know Plo Koon is like a solid pilot. I don't think it'd be crazy to put Plo Koon right next to Harrison Dula.
I don't think it'd be crazy either, because I mean,
he's a good pilot. Like, I don't know.
He's a good pilot. He did get blown up by a couple clones, but you know that's understandable.
He got ambushed. He didn't know. Wedge Antilles, also so like this one's interesting too, right? Fought against the Death Star, fought on Hoth, destroyed Death Star 2.
Yeah, literally.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna see him fight in the Battle of Jakku.
We're gonna see him
in squadrons. Yeah. So that we're gonna see him in squadrons, for sure. Mm-hmm. And you know, he fought in Exegol on Exegol. So
he's a part of everything.
He's been there the whole time. Like that's like, what are we like? I don't know, man. What are we even debating anymore? Like, I don't know. Does Wedge deserve to be up there with those Grandmasters? Like, he's got the resume, but so does Hera. Like, he's got the exact same resume as Hera, except he destroyed Death Star 2.
Sure, but as he's been there and he destroyed Death Star 2, but as far as everything else, we don't really know his like skill level. Like, he could have been in all those battles, but just been a bitch in the back. And
could have been a bitch, and then he just was like, and then Lando was like, all right, we're attacking the Death Star, and then he's like, oh shit, and then just like kind of flew with him.
No, I think he's a good pilot. I don't think he's as good as Anakin, Poe, or Luke.
See, I don't think so either.
No.
But he's so good though.
He is.
Obviously, he's good.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I think he's definitely same as Hera. Same skill level as Hera.
For sure.
Look at the size of that thing.
Fucking Han Solo, dude.
Well, he did the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs.
He did the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs.
Which no one ever did or has done. Saved Luke in the Battle of Yavin 4. You know, he got the medal at the end of the...
He got the medal.
Not even...
Is Han actually a good pilot? Han always had Chewbacca, and I kind of wanted to include Chewbacca as his own separate thing, and I didn't.
Yeah, it's never solely him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, we've never seen him really fly anything that he's had to fly alone. I mean, you kind of need two people to fly the Millennium Falcon properly. You need a co-pilot in the Millennium Falcon, as we saw, because Rey struggles without it. Like, he's better than Lando, so he's better than a Jedi Knight. But is he a Grand Master, or is he a Jedi Master? Like, which one? Because it's one of those two, I feel. Like, I feel like he can't be lower than anyone else for it to make sense.
I don't... Just because he's always had Chewie, you can't count him as a Grand Master. Because if you always have Chewie punching it, like what?
Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
Chewie's doing all the fucking legwork, man.
Right.
What is Han doing?
Taking all the credit. I think he's Jedi Master, but I also wouldn't be that butthurt if he was also a Jedi Knight.
I feel like if he's a Jedi Knight,
then Lando definitely has to go down to Padawan.
I think if he's a Jedi Knight, I was gonna say Rey and Kylo have to go down to Padawan.
I think maybe Lando and Kylo would go down to Padawan, and then Rey would stay up there just because she can fly anything with no experience.
Yeah.
Whereas Lando and Kylo have definitely had experience flying before.
True. I mean, I don't think that's fair to discount that though, just because we've seen them fly with their experience versus not. I mean, like we didn't discount Poe because of that, right? Like Poe and Luke were both, you know, we said like, okay, well, Luke hasn't had as much experience as Poe has, but regardless, they're gonna go in the same category, even though Poe's had way more experience at the time we see him in. So I feel like saying because that they've had more experiences, I feel like a little unfair. So I don't know if I want to say that.
Well, I think it then becomes a discussion of putting Han in Jedi Knight, who to move down to Padawan. Because they don't all deserve to be there if Han gets put in
Nah,
Jedi
someone's
Knight,
gotta
but,
go
like,
down.
It's like Han never did anything crazy on his own as Hera, Poe, or Wedge.
This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put him
I
right
think
here.
the fact that he always has him a lot.
I think he goes in Jedi Knight. Who goes in Padawan?
I really think Lando should go down because he's all Flash. You
It's
know?
all Flash. All right, fine. I'll put Lando down.
Do you not agree?
No, I mean, I guess you're right. I mean, Lando was there during the
he's
Death
there.
Star too,
Yeah,
but like
yeah,
it
no.
wasn't his, you know,
No.
it wasn't his thing.
No.
Do we keep Rey and Kylo in Jedi Knight? I feel like one of them needs to come down.
But you're right. One of them does.
One
need
of them
to come
does. One of them needs to come down.
down. Yeah. Yeah. I think we see Rey do some better maneuvers. I don't know, like more skillful than Kylo. Kylo is
Yeah.
just kind of flying. He does a little twist. He gets fucked by Rey in Rise of Skywalker.
He does
clearly
get fucked by Rey.
clearly doesn't know how to evade ground troops.
Also, why are you flying your TIE fighter so low?
He got
Fucking idiot.
he got an S for flying altitudes and awareness. I think Kylo should go down.
All right, fuck you, Kylo. You're going down.
Learn how to fly.
All right, and then surprise, last one, Shmi Skywalker.
Oh,
I'm joking. I was joking. I was just kidding.